So this is it. This has got to be Jai Opetaia's final fight at Cruiserweight. He is literally fighting WWE wrestler Cinkara. It's, it's a weird one. Like, he's gaining absolutely nothing out of this fight, and he's gaining nothing at Cruiserweight. And the reason is because no one really wants to fight him. No one really wants to fight him. That's the reality of it. Opetaia, I've always questioned his resume, but a lot of it's because no one really wants to fight him. Apart from Breeders, who was he was like the only top level guy who really wanted to fight him. Zerdo wants nothing to do with him whatsoever. Badu Jack's going to be retiring after the Noel Micklem rematch. He definitely won't want anything to do with Jaya Patea. He's off right after that Micklem fight. It's just not going to happen. So Jai's screwed at this way. People, well, he's chasing unification. All the Australians say that. Face facts. Zerdo's not gonna fight him. It's not going to happen. And it's a shame because it's a huge fight, but Zerdo's gonna be fighting Robin Safar in January, apparently. And then in May, he's going to fight David Benavidez. Then after that, let's be real, Zerdo's probably going to take the rest of 2026 off. So the Jai Opetaia fight won't happen. Jai's got to move up to heavyweight. I've always said there's big fights up there from. I've said that this for months now. There's huge fights for him at heavyweight, and it's a weight which he will get success at. And if Jai does move up to heavyweight, it adds a bit more spice to the division because right now there's not enough happening in it, is there? We're losing stars, guys are retiring, guys are coming out the prime. Who knows how long Usyk's got left at heavyweight? Really, right now, who we really hyped about at heavyweight who's coming up? Moser Talma, Fabio Wardley. They're the two guys I'm hyped about right now. Other than that, no one. No one really. All you see, Usyk, of course, we're excited about. But as I said, how long do you got left? Talma, Wardley. You got Caballero in the mix, but it's like, you know, Jaya Patea really adds something to the division. Put him up against Lawrence Okoli, Martin Bacoli, make those kind of fights. But I just think he's influenced by a lot of his fans to stay at Cruiserweight, and he's just motivated by trying to, unify the division. And as much as it is the right thing to do, and I get why I'd want to do it, but it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Then the division is not going to be unified. It's just the other champions that are just holding it up. So I think people just need to understand that it's just he's being ducked constantly, and I do get though why Zerda would take the David Benavidez fight. It's not really. Again, like Zerdo has had chances to fight Jai, but again, he's just constantly fighting mandatories. Again, I think Jai's had chances to fight Zerdo though. I think both have had chances to fight each other. Jai's just been honestly just going on fighting IBF after IBF mandatory. It's like sometimes it's like they're not even that high up though, are they? Like he doesn't need to fight these guys. Yeah, he wants to be active, but if you really want to make something out of your career, you go to heavyweight. He's been a world champion at cruiserweight. Okay, it's an achievement in itself. He doesn't need to unify the division. Jai Opetaia, right? He hasn't got the resume to prove it yet, but he can be a world champion at heavyweight. He's got the ability, he's got the skill, he's got the talent to be a world champion at heavyweight. Especially when Usyk's gone, Jai can run the division. Jai Moser Talma, very similar style. What a fight that would be. Jai would, I'm pretty sure Jai Opetaia would beat Fabio Wardley, who's got the WBO right now. Jai Opetaia, in my opinion, would beat Fabio Wardley. I honestly think he would. I honestly think he would be way too skilled for him. Unless it got late, because Jai can gas late. Wardley's always devastating late. But again, I'd possibly back Jai to get a stoppage in that fight. Honestly, I would. I really rate his ability. Again, I've always said his resume is questionable, but I've always rated his ability. I think, you're stupid if you don't. But it's like this Sin Cara fight. What is he gaining with a win here? Nothing. He's getting activity, yeah, sure. Okay. After this move up to heavyweight, people around have got to talk to him, and Eddie Hearn needs another heavyweight up there as well. Hopefully, Eddie Hearn's able to persuade him because it's much better for the fans if Giant Potato goes up to heavyweight. This has got to be his final fight at Cruiserweight. This everything that's going on with the kind of fighters he's going up against right now can't continue because he's gaining nothing else. So he's just wasting his time. He's wasting fans' time. Everyone's time is being wasted here if he just doesn't. If if he's still continuing just to not move up to heavyweight, he would be the perfect addition to the division to spice things up once again. Because right now things are bloody pretty quiet, but Jai say can really change things up. You know, he's more known to the British audience now because of his fights on Saudi for Ellis Oro, Thompson. It was on the undercards of Fury and Usyk against Breedis. He's more known over here now. I think his name needs to be built more in America, but obviously he's got a great fan base in Australia. It really does. But things have got to happen for him now because this is a joke fight against Cinkara, an absolute joke fight. Cinkara's beaten nobody at any top level whatsoever. You know, you can't really name anyone off that resume at all. He's been absolutely nobody. He don't even really deserve to get the shot, and he's 40 years old. Cinkara, he is 40 years of bloody age. It just says it all. Jai's got to move up to heavyweight. The champions aren't fighting him. Things can't get done there, and other than the champions, the division is absolutely shocking.